Alright guys, I'm here in Key West, Florida. I've made it all the way to Fort Zachary Taylor, so let's bring the past into the present.
The island of Key West, located off the southern tip of Florida, was first surveyed by the Spanish in 1513. Its location was ideal for the Spanish Empire and was a link in the chain connecting the Caribbean islands and the colonial Spanish mainland. Of course, the island, as well as the entirety of Florida, would eventually land in the hands of the James Monroe presidency via General Andrew Jackson. In 1819, with the Adams-Onis Treaty, the purchase became official, and in 1822, the U.S. Navy established a small depot on the island to counter piracy. 23 years later, construction of a fort on the island was begun by the U.S. Army. It would get its name from the president, Zachary Taylor. Its original construction would look very different from its present state. Originally, the fort had 3 floors of gun rooms and a barracks building, also having 3 floors. Additionally, the fort was not a part of Key West, but was instead located 1,200 feet offshore. It was constructed as part of the 3rd-tier system of forts and would become the southernmost Civil War-era fort. When the Civil War broke out, President Lincoln moved quickly to ensure it stayed in Union hands. He sent the U.S. artillery troops of Company B, 1st U.S. Artillery, to secure it. Fort Zachary Taylor would be one of 3 forts in Florida to remain a Union possession. After the Civil War, the fort would remain in various forms of active service. In 1898, with war imminent with Spain, Army engineers constructed 2 Endicott-period coastal artillery batteries on the existing structure. It was around this time the fort was reduced to its present size. In doing so, nearly 200 Rodman, Columbiad, and Parrott cannon were embedded in the structures of the batteries, resulting in the fort being home to the largest cache of Civil War-era cannons in the United States. The fort would again see various forms of active service throughout the early 1900s. It would be surplus to the U.S. Navy during World War II, where it would be the headquarters for the Navy's East Gulf Coast Blockading Squadron until 1947. Efforts to preserve the fort began in the mid-1960s, and in 1968, the large supply of Civil War guns and ammo were discovered. In addition, the fort became landlocked. A moat was dug around it, hinting to what the fort was like during active service and preventing easy access into the fort, especially from this guy. It was named a National Historic Landmark in 1973 and donated to the state of Florida in 1976. In 1985, it officially opened to the public.
So I don't know how well it shows, but the view behind me is just incredible. If you ever get the chance to come check out this fort, I highly do so. Not only because of its historic importance, but also, how can you beat that? So while we are on the southern tip of Florida, still further out, somewhere out in the Gulf there, is Fort Jefferson. It's another star-shaped fort for defense that was built before the Civil War. But it's somewhere out there, somewhere between us and Cuba, so it's going to have to be a video for another time.
Fort Zachary Taylor possesses a natural beauty, and its location in Key West only adds to it. The scenery and views are stunning, and there is more history to it than what I have mentioned in this video. The Navy still maintains a presence next to the fort, as well as the Coast Guard and a cruise ship port. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and share button, as well as follow my YouTube channel for more videos like this. If you have any suggestions for other videos, or just want to leave a message, hit the comment button. Don't forget to follow me on X at Past and Present 4. Thanks for watching.